Here, kitty kitty, let me tell you a story from 1950. During World War II, soldiers lived in temporary housing in a place called Camp Blanding. This camp was located in Stark, Florida, near a beautiful sand-bottom lake called Kingsley Lake. After the war was over, soldiers left, but some of the remains of the camp was still there. This story is about three children who lived in the area. Their names were Judy, Merian, and Donald. They were from a very poor family. It's important to understand that being poor back in this time meant that there was no running water in their home. They had to get the water from the spring nearby and carry it to their house for cooking and bathing. Can you imagine no bathroom indoors? They had to use an outhouse. Also, the children had only a small amount of clothes. They relied on hand-me-downs from relatives or friends. Now, once a year, each child got a brand new pair of shoes that had to last them throughout the year. This was important to the children because when you don't have things, you appreciate when you have something new. Now, these children were happy children despite being poor. They loved to explore and look for adventures near their home. One day they were outside looking for an adventure. Marian was wearing her new saddle shoes. Judy and Donald were just running around in their bare feet. They decided to go explore the places that had been abandoned by the soldiers. All that was left was old septic tanks. People had taken the caps off the septic tanks and used parts of them to sell for money. The children were crawling around them when Marian spotted a small furry animal at the bottom of one of them. Now, as you know, when you are a small animal that appears to be trapped, it is our nature to try and save it. Guess what? That is exactly what happened. Marian told her brother and sister that there was a small black kitty trapped at the bottom of one of the old septic tanks. Now, there was no way to get to the bottom and get back out, so she decided to run home and get an old hoe to let it crawl up on. All the children gathered around as she tried to convince the kitty to get up on the hoe. Finally, the kitty got on the hoe, and as she pulled it up toward her, you won't believe what happened. That wicked black kitty turned its tail up and sprayed the most horrible smell you can imagine. Merian fell back quickly, but it was too late. Her brand new shoes caught the most of the terrible kitty's smell. The kitty hopped off and skittered away as fast as you can blink your eyes. The children looked at each other in horror and also fled the scene and the odor. They ran all the way home. Poor Marian did not know what to do because she had only this one pair of new shoes. She took her shoes off and put them under the bed, hoping her mother wouldn't notice. It did not take long for Mama to get a whiff of something amiss. She followed her nose to the shoes and then to Marian. Well, Marian didn't get punished for wearing her new shoes to play because the punishment came with a lot of scrubbing and washing and scrubbing and washing. Finally, she was free of the most horrid odor. She still had to wear her shoes despite the smell. Marian and the children learned a valuable lesson that day. When you go to rescue a small animal, make sure you know what it is you plan to rescue, or you may get a surprise.